Hello and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week ahead. If you are part of my Distance Reiki crew on Sundays and you get part of the energy dose that I send out on Instagram, you might have checked the stories and found that there are already some messages trickling in for this week. But because last week's tarot cards were posted on a Monday, I've decided to switch these tarot videos to Mondays. So hopefully that works for your schedule. And we are going to pull some cards today from the Moon Child Tarot. So the first card that we've pulled is the card that's indicating the energy of the week ahead, and that is the Fool. So the Fool card indicates that there is a new beginning at hand. There is a start of a journey and a little bit of naivety and optimism that we're bringing into this week ahead. And the feel that I get underneath this card this week isn't so much the feeling that I get most of the time when this card comes up. A lot of times when the Fool comes up, it's the start of a big, grand journey and it's a next chapter of your life. And I think that's definitely what this card means, but on a smaller scale. I think we are looking very much at the internal worlds this week rather than the external worlds. So this Fool card isn't saying that we are going into a whole new chapter of our exterior life. It's about turning over a new leaf internally so that whatever the next chapter externally that happens is going to be that much easier because we've done the work to release the past, to release old blockages, and to uncover any traumas that we need to let go of. So that's really what's happening with this card this week, is that we are becoming new versions of ourselves, but it's from an internal state rather than an external state. There's so much happening in the planets this week. I'm not an astrologer, so feel free to check out queercosmos.com is one of my favorite resources, or Mystic Medusa. These are two astrologers that you can definitely check into to find oodles of information about what's happening. But there are several planets that are going retrograde at this time, and retrogrades always mean that we are being forced to look at the things that we've been too busy to look at within our lives. So depending on the planet, depends on the area of our life that we're looking at, but because there are several planets going retrograde, we're going to be evaluating several areas of our life at once and getting rid of old patterns that don't serve us anymore. In addition to that, there is something happening that I'm not super well versed on, but I find fascinating. So if you Google solar minimum, it's something that's happening right now where the sun is not letting off quite as many solar flares. And that's causing a bunch of stuff sort of in the energy of the cosmos and the solar region, but also it's sort of gravitating into Earth and creating a lot of upset and a lot of fields of energy. And on a personal level, it can make you feel more tired. It can make your dreams feel crazy. It can make sleep more elusive. And those are three things that I'm definitely experiencing right now. So I feel you if you're one of those people as well. And this is absolutely going to help to bring some of those things to the surface that we're trying to uncover, because your dreams are going to be very telling at this time. You're going to be turning over things from past lives in your dreams. You're going to be turning over things of messages from loved ones from the other side that are trying to communicate with you. All of these things that are coming through your subconscious are going to be key factors in figuring out what areas of your life you're healing at the moment. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the messages that you see around you, and pay attention to the things that are making you feel uncomfortable. Discomfort isn't always a sign that we need the outside world to change for us. It's sometimes a sign that we need to go within and heal an internal wound. So the other message that's coming out from the cards this week is to forget about everyone else's outside opinions and really turn inward. So even if you're being triggered by the outside world or events that are happening around you, don't place blame on those around you. It's not about them. It's about something that's happening within you that your energy, your emotions are calling out for you to look at and heal. And if that sounds like a daunting task, I have the advice card for this week, which is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands I always like to think of in the form of a ladder or a staircase, where you are at the top rung or the top step with just one more step up to go before you reach your goal, but you may not be fully aware of how far you are on the ladder. So it may feel like you've been climbing for an eternity and you just don't want to go any further because you don't know how much further you're going to have to climb and you feel exhausted. But if you can just open your eyes and see that you just have one step left, it feels that much less daunting. So that's sort of the advice and the comfort that's coming from this card this week is, yes, We are starting a new journey within ourselves. We are uncovering a lot of things that we're letting go of. We are dealing with tough emotions. We are being confronted with things that we don't want to look at with the outside world triggering us. But in ultimate reality, we need to look at these things so we can heal. But with all of that in this big bucket that we're carrying, we only have one more step to go. We're so much closer than we think we are to our ultimate healing in these areas. So if you can just do a little more work, a little more evaluation, and also disperse that between moments of rest, because again, the energy is gonna be a little lower for a lot of people. So don't feel like if you're exhausted, you have to look at everything in your life and fix it today. Know that sleep can be a healing practice as well, especially with your dreams being heightened. You might find that in your dream state, you are actually moving past some of these blockages without having to confront them in your conscious waking reality. I hope that that serves you well this week. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. Take plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, do what you need to do to feel your best and your most worthy of facing your goals and your emotions. And again, cut out the opinions of the outside world, but recognize that anything from the outside world that's triggering you is actually about where you need to go within and heal. I love you. I'm here for you. If you need any coaching, Reiki, tarot, all of it's over at michelleshaywalker.com. And I'm actually starting to do a rolling enrollment for the spiritual makeover program. So if you're interested in the 6-week coaching program, there will be 5 spots open at any given time. They're not opening up at the same time. So contact me, buy it on the website, whatever it is you need to do. And the next opening that happens, which will usually be within a week to 2 weeks, you will be enrolled in the 6-week program, and we will work on all of those blocks together. So if you want a little assistance in that work, I'm here. Otherwise, I will see you again next week. If you're not on that distance Reiki list and you want to receive some energetic love on Sunday afternoons, message me a unicorn emoji over on Instagram at Michelle Shea, and I will see you soon.